Next, I would like to introduce the senior class speaker, Allison Pitt. Allison majored in chemical engineering and in systems science and engineering. She's a John B. Irvin Scholar, and she was one of the first McKelvey undergraduate research scholars. Over the past 4 years, Allison has been an exceptional student leader, serving as the president of the Washington University chapter of the National Society of Black Engineers and serving as the student representative to the Educational Policy Committee of the Washington University Board of Trustees. She has received the Shepley Award this past Tuesday. Allison will be a graduate student at Stanford University this fall and will major in operations research. Please join me in welcoming Allison to the podium.
Thank you, Dean McKelvey. Greetings to engineering administrators, faculty, friends and family, and soon-to-be alumni of Washington University. It is an honor for me to speak as a representative of this engineering class of 2008. This spring, our new engineering magazine highlighted the school's goals. Educating students to be leaders was one of 4 hallmarks of the school's vision. But what does it mean to be an effective leader? I'll share with you 5 qualities that, from my experience, characterize a good leader. First, effective leaders are problem solvers. That seems easy because solving problems is what we do as engineers. But problem solving is more than designing chemical reactors or calculating the rate at which blood will move through an artificial artery. Our desire to solve problems should extend to problems in our communities and problems of society as a whole, where there are no textbook solutions. Instead, we must use our critical thinking skills to find creative solutions to ill-defined, complex problems. Second, great leaders communicate an inspiring vision. They can see beyond the present to reveal the possibilities. Third, leaders set their sights high. With high aspirations, the vision may not be realized during the leader's time in a role, or even in that leader's lifetime. But if a leader couples vision with high standards, great progress can be made. The 4th essential characteristic of a strong leader is a willingness to take unpopular stands. A leader who is unable to break away from the crowd is not a leader at all. Change is often unpopular. A good leader must be prepared not only to encounter challenges and even resistance to genuine efforts, but to persevere in the face of this resistance. Lastly, great leaders leave a legacy. They give back. I'm sure it won't be long until the university is calling upon us to give back in service as well as in dollars. And if some of you are like me, you may have just finished paying the university to remove the hold from your student account so that you can receive your diploma. But that's not exactly what I mean by giving back. Leaders want to serve others and to effect changes that will benefit us all. Now, simply possessing these 5 characteristics does not make one a leader. For a person who solves problems can simply be a talented analyst. A person with vision can simply be a dreamer. A person setting high goals can be just building sandcastles in the air. A person who takes an unpopular stand can be little more than a dissenter. A person who gives back can simply be kind-hearted. What I've realized is that becoming a leader requires one more very important step. Becoming a leader requires stepping up to the plate. For several years prior to entering Washington University, I was very active in school, church, and sports groups and activities. But what I had not done before entering the university was to step forward and to take a risk, to offer myself as a leader in the organizations and efforts of my greatest passion. Yes, when we offer ourselves as leaders, we may get shot down, but we must not allow the possibility of failure to keep a potential leader from stepping out of the shadows. Now, in sharing these thoughts with this audience, I recognize that I may be preaching to the choir, as this great class of 2008 includes men and women who have led student groups, coordinated community projects, and acted as leaders during our time here. I challenge you to continue to be leaders in the workplace, in graduate school, and in the many communities throughout which we will live following commencement tomorrow. As social activist Grace Lee Boggs said, we are the leaders we have been looking for. So let's continue to solve problems, but to extend that activity from engineering to the community and beyond. Let's be inspired visionaries who communicate our goals with clarity. Let's set our sights high, establishing challenging goals. Let's stand strong and true to our core beliefs. And lastly, but by no means least, let's prepare to leave a legacy. Effective leadership sounds like a lot of work, and it is, but it also brings great reward, joy, and even happiness. So I leave you with this poem titled Salute by American poet Archie Ammons. May happiness pursue you, catch you often, and should it lose you, be waiting ahead, making a clearing for you. Thank you.